Welcome to France Today from France in English, where we cover the top news stories in France for February 16th, 2026. Today, we're tackling a range of pressing issues, from the severe flooding in Southwestern France caused by Storm Nils to the political turmoil following the tragic death of Quentin Deranque. Plus, we'll discuss France's impressive victory over Wales in the Six Nations and the ongoing debate about political violence. Let's get started. Severe flooding from Storm Nils is wreaking havoc in southwestern France, particularly in the Gironde and Lot-et-Garonne regions. The Garonne River remains on red alert, with water levels reaching over 10 metres, surpassing what we saw in 2021. Authorities have evacuated around 1,500 residents, including 500 from Evacuations, due to concerns about levee stability. This flood emergency affects numerous areas, with new rainfall expected to worsen conditions. French President Macron has urged citizens to stay cautious and follow local safety guidelines. The violent death of 23-year-old nationalist militant Quentin Deranque in Lyon on February 14th has ignited a fierce political storm in France. Justice Minister Gérald Darmanin accused the ultra-left, particularly La France Insoumise, of being behind the killing, sparking widespread controversy. LFI leader Jean-Luc Mélenchon denied the allegations, labelling them as baseless. Meanwhile, Jean-Philippe Tanguy from the Rassemblement National called for a unified condemnation of political violence and criticised the justice system's leniency towards political threats. This incident highlights the deep divisions between France's extreme right and ultra-left factions. In a stunning match, the French rugby team dominated Wales, clinching a 54-12 victory in Cardiff during the second round of the 2026 Six Nations. They scored 8 tries, securing a crucial offensive bonus point and solidifying their Grand Chelem ambitions. Key players like Jalibert, Atisogbe and Brau-Boiry shone brightly, with Brau-Boiry praising the team's effort. Looking ahead, the players stressed the importance of teamwork and high standards as they prepare for their next challenge against Italy. This win positions France as a leading contender in the tournament. On February 14th, a 23-year-old nationalist activist named Quentin was fatally attacked in Lyon while providing security for the group Nemesis. French Justice Minister Gérald Darmanin condemned the violence as a cowardly act, placing blame on far-left groups and criticising La France Insoumise for their perceived complacency. He warned that extreme political rhetoric could incite further violence, referencing recent assaults on public officials as signs of a fragile democracy. The incident has ignited a fierce debate about political violence in France and the implications of radical discourse. The violent death of 23-year-old nationalist Quentin D. in Lyon has led French Minister Gérald Darmanin to accuse the ultra-left of responsibility. During an interview, Darmanin described the attack as an ignoble drama and criticised La France Insoumise for its perceived tolerance of political violence. This has sparked calls from both French and international politicians to classify anti-fascist groups, or Antifa, as terrorist organisations. Notably, German MP Alice Weidel and Marine Le Pen are advocating for this classification, reflecting rising tensions over political extremism in Europe. Thank you for listening to France Today. You can find links to articles for each story in the episode show notes. And for the latest news from France in English, visit franceinenglish.com.